Hey, what's up guys? My name is Stephen Mayu, and this is the final video of this series where I teach you how to build a RESTful API using full-stack JavaScript, Node.js, and Express. So we just finished building one of the API projects needed for the backend certification at Free Code Camp. And now is the moment of truth. We are going to deploy our application to the web so that your friends and family and all the people around the world can use your application. Now, normally for a static website, this is a fairly straightforward process. You upload your files, via FTP or some other method, all of your images and HTML and CSS files, and then that's it. People go to your website and it works. We can't do this exactly with our web applications. There's some additional setup. We can't just simply upload things to some web server somewhere. So we need a service, something like Heroku, that can host our applications. And Heroku is really cool. It's this platform where you can upload and install your web applications, and they've got a lot of free plans, so you don't have to pay for it. It definitely has limited functionality, but it still works, and it's really fantastic. So I'm going to show you how to use it and deploy an app. Basically, you need to go to toolbelt.heroku.com, and you have to download the Heroku toolbelt. And they have download links for Mac, Windows, Linux, and some other things. It's quite easy to get started, and they give you some instructions. So I'm not going to show you how to install it since I've already have it installed on my machine. So just go in and install it for yourself. Pause the video and come back once it's installed. Okay, so before we do that, just a couple of setup things that we have to do just to make sure our app can deploy successfully to Heroku. Let's open up our package.json file, and we're going to add a new field. You can add it anywhere, but let's just add it below the private key. And we're going to call this engines. Okay, and make sure you put a comma right there on line 7. And we're going to just put the version numbers of Node and NPM in this engines block. So I'm going to say Node and put these keys in quotation marks. That's really important. Let's go to the terminal and let's just blow this up right here. Okay. And I'm going to say node-v to get the version of Node. I'm using 5.5.0, so let me write that in. And you also need the numbers in quotes, 5.5.0. Put a comma. Let's do the same thing for NPM. Okay. Let's do npm-v to get the version of that, 3.3.12. Okay, great. 3.3.12. All right, we're going to save this. And we're going to need something called a proc file so that Heroku knows how to run our application. So when we want to run our application, we have to run npm start, and then the server kicks off, and that's what we have to do. Heroku doesn't know what command is needed to run our application, so we create something called a proc file, and we just write the command in there. So let's create a new file in the root directory. Let's call it proc file. Okay, and this is really simple. Now, normally we've been starting our application like this, npm start. That's not going to quite work for us, so we need to just do it the longer version. So we're going to say node. Okay, I think actually, one second. I think we need, I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. One second, guys. Let me just double check something here. CD into time. Okay, I want to make sure this is right, to get it right the first time. I have a proc file that I've already written for a project. Okay, so we need to copy this. All right, we have to do web colon and then the command to get it started. Okay, web colon dot what was it? /bin, right? /bin / www. Okay, so remember that to get our application started, we can write npm start, and npm start was just a shortcut for writing this node ./bin / www. I'm not sure if npm start would work in our proc file. I remember having problems with that. So anyway, let's just write the long version, make sure that it definitely works. So we got web colon and then the command to get our application. So node ./bin / www. All right, so make sure everything is saved. And I don't know about you, but I've been saving all of my commits. I created a Git repo for this. So let me just add in the proc file. So git add, and I'll say git commit. We'll write a message, configure for deployment. Okay. And now we need to log into Heroku through the command line. So I'm going to say Heroku login. Okay. So enter your credentials. All right, this is my email. Okay, now you have to type your password. It's going to be hidden, so you can't see anything. So that's normal if you're typing. All right, great. I'm logged in, and this is the Heroku tool belt, by the way. So now I'm going to just say Heroku create and give my application a name. So I'll call it Heroku create Busan timestamp, just like that. I'll just say Busan timestamp in all lowercase. I'm going to press enter. Okay, and it's going to do some stuff. Cool, there it is. And this is going to be the URL where our application will live, busantimestamp.herokuapp.com. Now is the moment of truth. Okay, so we've been committing all of our changes, and normally when we commit some changes and we want to upload that to GitHub, we do git push origin master. But for Heroku, it's very similar. We're going to write git push Heroku master and press enter. This is going to take a couple of seconds, maybe a minute. It's just building everything. It's installing all of the dependencies that we need to make it work. It says build succeeded. That's really good. And verify and deploy done. Okay, this is quite a small application, so it didn't take too long to build everything. I don't see any errors at all, so let's just go for it. I'm going to copy and paste this. We'll go to our browser, and just to show you, I'm going to close the local one. My local server is not running. So I'm just going to go open a new tab, go to this page, and with any luck, it should work, please. Yes! Okay, cool. So now our API, or RESTful API, is live on the web. We just deployed it to Heroku. That was really lucky. Normally when I deploy to Heroku, it's like a big pain in the neck, and there's always some issues that you have to work out. But I got it to work on the first time, and that's great. I don't have to re-record this video. Let's just make sure that it works. So let's put in a timestamp. Okay, let's say, what is it, August 13th? 14th. Oh, Jesus. August 14th, 2016. Cool, we get our JSON data, and there is the Unix timestamp. Awesome. Let's just do a Unix to make sure it's working. So let's just do this one. It should return December 15th, 2015. Let's verify that it does. Yes, indeed, it does. And then finally, let's just do a string, hello world, and this should return null, which it does. Okay, awesome. So that's it. In the final video, I'm going to just overview give you an overview of what we've learned, and then you'll be ready to go on to the next API project at Free Code Camp. All right, that's it for now. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the final video.